Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician channel, and today we're going to be going into, just like the thumbnail shows, all of my 1/4 inch ratchets. I'll give you the part number, brand, tooth count, length, and price on all of them, as well as just kind of give you a close-up look at each and every one of them. A couple of them I haven't had very long at all, a few I've had for a few years, and I'll just kind of go through which ones I use and which ones I don't really use, and as the reason why. Yeah, so first off is actually a Carlyle. All of these are going to be 1/4 inch, so I'm not really going to mention that. This is going to be the Carlyle, and it is part number Romeo 14 Tango Delta. Other than that, it is a 60 tooth ratchet, but it feels much finer than that actually. And ever since working with Carlyle tools daily, I actually really enjoy Carlyle. They make some good stuff. My thing is, you just got to find them at the right price at the right time though, because some of them can be a little bit expensive, but other than that, I haven't had an issue with any of them. So I really enjoy the Carlyle lineup. Like I said, 60 tooth count. This is a 5-inch ratchet, and I have them lined from shortest to longest. And this ratchet runs $15, so very affordable. Nice little design, teardrop. Just all around great little ratchet, especially for those tight little spaces. Next up is a ratchet I actually just got maybe a month ago, and that is the Gearwrench's new 90 tooth ratchet. They added the gold line in the chrome in order to identify it. You know, the 120 XP and the 84 tooths and the 90 tooth, they all kind of have a different look to them, so you can easily identify them if you have more than one type. So this is the Gearwrench 90 tooth, part number 81011 Tango. Also 5 inches and runs $15. Now keep in mind that a lot of these are going to be a little bit more expensive by themselves, whereas if you get them in kits, like this came with the 3/8 drive and 1/2 inch drive, you're going to save a little bit money if you go that route, just so you guys know. So it is a nice 90 tooth design. I'm not sure exactly why Gearwrench went 90 tooth when they had an 84 tooth and a 120 XP, but hey, if 90 tooth are what people are looking for, maybe that's Gearwrench's reason for going that route. But I do like the selector switch. Very nice and smooth. Very simple design once again, very similar to others. It sounds nice and smooth as well. Nice little 90 tooth. Next up is the 5-inch Gearwrench 120 XP. If you haven't looked into the 120 XP, it's actually a 60 tooth main gear with dual pulls that actually allows 120 positions because they're alternating. And not only does that provide really good strength, but also a really low arc swing. So you got 3 degrees with the 120 XP with strength as well. This is a 5-inch, like I stated, and part number 81011 Papa, and this is going to run around $26 by itself. Obviously, if you buy them in kits, it gets a little bit more affordable. And the Gearwrench does seem to use the clip style instead of little torque screws in order to keep the backing plate on. But here's the sound of the 120 XP. You can kind of hear them alternating. So these are some of my favorite ratchets. Very, very well designed, and I haven't had any issues with them. Next up is going to be the Carlyle Romeo 1490. This is also a 5-inch 1/4 inch ratchet with the comfort grip. This is the one that I used at work for about 2 years, and then we got them updated, you know, to get some fresh looking tools. I like the comfort grip. This is what I used when I did body and tires on the car. A lot of 3/8 hardware and stuff, so a lot of 1/4 inch work. Romeo 1490, stating that is a 90 tooth. So nice high tooth count 1/4 inch ratchet here. The next up is one that was actually provided when I went to college. I got a lot of Matco tools and a Matco toolbox. This is the 1/4 inch with quick release, and I do kind of like how they sunk the switch in so it's a little bit more flush with everything as well. You see that a lot on other brands as well, but not as deep, I guess you would say. So that's pretty nice, but I don't really use this one all that often, just due to it being a lower tooth count, plus It's a quick release, which I kind of found myself getting away from. I kind of prefer the non-quick release. That's just preference to me. But it is a 60 tooth gear. So that is one of these Silver Eagle ratchets. And that is going to range anywhere from $25 to $40. It all depends on where you purchase it, as well as if you buy it in a kit. And then, like I stated, 60 tooth, and this is a 5.5 inch ratchet. Moving on, and I can't give you any information on this because I have no idea where I got it from or what brand it is. So if you guys know what this is probably one of my favorite 1/4 inch ratchets, and I have no idea where I got it from. I can't find any information on it whatsoever. No form of serial number, part number, nothing. But I love the design of it. If you just look at it compared to any other ratchet, it is a very small design. It's just a very, very small head design, very slim, great for tight spaces. Yes, it is a quick release, but just because of the design of this, I really, really enjoy this ratchet, and I have no idea where it came from or what brand it is. So I'm sorry about that, but that is one of my 1/4 inch ratchets that I really enjoy using. And that is going to be 5.5 inches as well. Next up is going to be the Tekton Sierra Romeo Hotel 21006. This is going to range anywhere from $20 for the non-flex head or $22 with the flex head. It's a 90 tooth and 6.5 inches long. I love the new handle design. This is Tekton's new ratchet design as of last year, I believe. And it by far surpasses their old style ratchet, which was more like the generic 72 tooth ratchet that you find from a lot of brands. So it's really nice that they went their own route and finally upgraded their ratchets to much slimmer design, a higher tooth count, and just much better engineering and more options. I like that you can get this in quick release, non-quick release, flex head, non-flex head, and it works really well. I've had these for maybe 6 months to a year now and really enjoy them. Now, I did lubricate them once, and the one thing you do want to be careful with the Tekton 92s are to make sure to use a light 3-in-1 oil, or a real light oil on here to lubricate the gear, not a grease or anything, because that will cause tackiness between the pawls and the gear, causing it to jam up. So just a nice light oil, and these things work great. Next up is the snap-on, and I actually bought this for my son when he was born, and this is the TL72. It's a 72 tooth ratchet and 6.5 inches long, but of course with snap-on you're going to get that heftier price. Online it's $107. I'm not sure what they sell for on the tool truck or anything like that, but $107 online right now. I got this when I was going to college, so I used the student discount to not pay $110 for this, and been all around great. When I got it, it was actually missing the, I don't even know what you want to call it, a shim or a piece inside of the head that went between the gear and the pawl to relieve pressure here and make it operate smoother, and it was missing. So this thing was really hard. I mean, it had a lot of back drag, so I got that taken care of. And obviously, it's a great USA made ratchet. But one day it will be my son's, probably along with everything else as well. But this was purchased specifically for him the same year he was born. Next up is going to be the Gearwrench Roto head ratchet. And I've had this thing for a couple years now. It's going to be part number 81224. 72 tooth, 6 3/4 inches long, and it's going to run around $25 by itself. I got this as a kit with the 3/8 ratchet, and it runs around $40 or $35, something around in there. Great ratchet for like using it as a nut driver or anything like that if you have to. Great for tight areas and stuff, or awkward areas I should say. All around a decent ratchet. I like the comfort grip on the Gearwrench ratchets. The one downside to these Roto head ratchets are, at least for the set that I have, the back drag on them. I mean, it is very stiff. So that is one reason I don't use this ratchet all that often. Next up is another ratchet that I just recently got about a month ago that I've been using to just see how well it holds up compared to all my other ratchets. And this is going to be the 1/4" 90 tooth gear wrench with comfort grip, where the new comfort grips have changed style, as well as the Gearwrench's updated logo, just so you can kind of compare the differences. And with this 90 tooth comfort grip, it's going to be part number 81007 Tango, 6 3/4 inches long, and $30. So all around, I'm really enjoying these new 90 tooth ratchets. Once again, I'm not exactly sure why they went 90 tooth, unless that's what everybody's looking for nowadays, or that's what's selling best, but that's what they have, and they've made a really good product as well. They've also slimmed down the design compared to their other ratchets as well, so that's nice. If you guys are interested in the Gearwrench 120 XP, or 84 tooth or 90 tooth, I've done videos on those as well, so stay tuned, or go check them out on my channel. Next up is the Gearwrench 120 XP, part number 81012 Papa, and that is going to be the flex head 120 XP with the 60 tooth gear, dual pawls, giving it a 3-degree arc swing, and it is going to be 6 3/4, 7 inches long, and then it also depends on if you get it flex head or non-flex head, but flex head is very handy in many different situations. That's why I have a little bit of everything. Probably more than I need, but it's whatever. I like the handle design on the gear wrenches. They're very comfortable. Same with the Tecton. It's very comfortable as well. I like the new handle design. This is going to run $30, so pretty good, but you can get a setup for, I believe, for around $100. So that's one of those that is probably better to purchase in a set. And once again, the 120 XP being one of the most commonly used ratchets. The 120 XP, the Snap-on, and the Tekton 92s are probably my go-tos. And it also depends on, you know, accessibility and what toolbox I'm working out of and everything like that. So next up is the Gearwrench, part number 81016, 84 tooth 1/4 inch ratchet, and this is the locking flex head, where everything else was semi-locking or just the standard ratchet. This is going to be the locking flex head ratchet, 84 tooth and 8 1/4 inches long, so it is quite long for a 1/4 inch ratchet, and it is going to run anywhere from $32 to $40 by itself. Once again, I purchased this with a 3/8 ratchet, so it was a little bit cheaper. Around that, I think it was $60 or something like that for both, so it's definitely a better deal to get them together. It does have many locking positions, so all around, it's nice to have a locking feature for ratchets as well, just in case you're doing something that you don't want to slip and hit your hand against something if this thing moves, so that's nice. And then last up is going to be the Tekton Tango Romeo Quebec 21101, and this is going to be their 72 tooth 1/4 inch drive torque wrench at 8 3/4 inches long, and it is going to run around $45. They do have a 60 tooth that is $40. The great thing about this is I love the readout on it. It's very easy to read. I like the pull tab here instead of the twisting nut on the, or the locking nut on the bottom. And not only is it a higher tooth count, but it can torque in both directions. So if you have a reverse thread or anything like that, this can be very handy. So once again, those are all of my 1/4 inch ratchets and everything I use. And please let me know your guys' thoughts or your guys' go-to 1/4 inch ratchets, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down in the comment section, any thoughts or questions on part numbers or prices or anything like that. And all of these, or a majority of these, will be linked down in the description for you guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. See you guys next time.